What's up? So, I am so super sorry to be late. I had a bunch of emergencies. I should have known that this was gonna happen because I kind of look weird too. I should have known that this was gonna happen because I was just like so excited. I'm happy to be back. I don't even have any makeup on or anything. I'm just winging it tonight. So there was some kind of distractions and interferences that I don't even want to talk about. I just want to go straight into the topics that we're having for tonight. So we're talking about, I'm going to be doing a rainbow meditation, and we are talking about late pregnancies or getting pregnant later in your life. I know that a lot of women, I personally am dealing with a lot of women who are trying to get pregnant and they're like in their late 30s, they're in their 40s. And also we are going to be talking about menopause. Is it a myth or is it something that is for real? Are we definitely doomed to menopause as they tell we that we are as women? And then we are going to be talking about spirit babies. Very interesting topics tonight. Thank you so much for joining me on another episode of Spiritual Bootcamp with Minka. We are going to go straight into our meditation. So, in celebration, we just had Gay Pride Week, and there's just a lot of rainbow energies that's been coming into the earth. So I want to do a rainbow meditation tonight. I'm just going to be winging it. So, I just want us to just bond spiritually. I want you to just, as usual, relieve your stresses, your worries, anything that's just got you caught up overthinking, stressing yourself, worrying. I want you to just lay all that down. I want you to take some deep breaths and just inhale life, inhale relaxation. Just visualizing when you're exhaling that all of that negative drama that you've picked up, everything is just leaving you. Just visualize when you're inhaling life, you're inhaling energy, enthusiasm, happiness, joy, high vibration. And just let go of whatever is not serving you. And now we want to visualize like a rainbow. We want to visualize first a red color, like a red arc then over us. So we're basically creating the rainbow in a sense, but I'm also working with the chakra colors. So we want to cover ourselves in red light, and red is symbolic of life, of enthusiasm, of grounding, of finding our independence, of basically standing firm, being healthy, being strong. Letting go of our need for control. Because we're secure in our knowing. Yeah? And then I want you guys to visualize a orange arc over the red arc. And this orange arc is basically your satellite. So it's only going to pick up on, really guide you towards symbols and synchronicities that will help to light your way, through movies, through billboards, through songs. Also visualize that it is attracting to you all the people that you need to help you along your path. All the people that's gonna make it kind of like a little easier for you, all the teachers that you need, all the help that you need, all the workers that you need to work with, just help you to align with who you need to be aligned with. And this orange arc also repels, people that don't mean you well, that are not basically good for you, that are not serving you, that, really want to violate your boundaries. So just visualize that orange arc shining really bright and beautiful above the red arc. And then we're going to go above that with a yellow arc. So remember, all of this is all around you. So you want to visualize the yellow arc. And this yellow arc is tuning up your intuition. It's making your intuition so sharp. It's making your perception so sharp. You understand what's going on. You can pick up vibes. You can pick up energies. You are learning to trust your intuition. You're learning to listen to yourself. You're learning to trust yourself and trust your process. So visualize this yellow arc, this yellow light, giving you confidence, giving you surety on your purpose, on your life's path, making you secure and confident. That represents the solar plexus. So, that's the area that you feel certain vibes and certain energies. So you really need to be in tune with that. Okay? And just visualize that it's like this golden yellow, and it is just shining bright and just helping you to, solve all your problems, giving you creative ideas, making you mentally sharp, making you able to focus and concentrate on the things that you need to do. And then we're going to go above that, and we're going to visualize a green light. And with this green light, we're just going to send out lots of love and healing energy to the earth, to your family, to your friends, to the earth in general. Visualize people being prosperous, people being happy, people healing their heart and being emotional and expressive and expressing how they feel and living together in unity. And then create a turquoise blue arc above all of that. And this is helping you to express yourself, to express your truth, to speak your truth, to be your authentic self, to not die with your song inside of you, to learn to, express your talents, to calm you, to give you a sense of peace of mind. Just visualize you being able to express yourself and be who you really are, and to walk your purpose in your truth, and not being afraid to speak up if you need to, on behalf of yourself and others. And then I want you to visualize a indigo blue light above that. So we're creating a really nice arc of protection, of healing, of creativity, and a force, So visualize this indigo dark blue light that is above the turquoise, and this is going to basically sharpen your third eye, help you to understand the mysteries of life, help you to develop a more spiritual sense, help you to be able to be open to ideas and how should I say it now, messages from your guides and from source and from yourself, your higher self. So that's basically what that light does. And then above all of that, we're going to just visualize purple, some royal purple light to just crown off our rainbow arc. And this purple light connects us definitely straight up to the crown chakra. We're open to blessings, we're open to higher knowledge, we're open to receiving, we're open to, maximizing our brain and our genius. And, this purple light is basically also like your protection, It helps you to basically just like stand in all your glory. So, you can walk your purpose and, how should I say now, in truth, and be brave and be bold and be proud. Yes, the purple is a very royal color. So, it's all about being proud. So that's how we close off our meditation tonight. And thank you so much for joining me. That was so awesome. Yay. Like, I usually feel on a high when I do my meditations. That was so good. So we're going to go right into the topic. Now, is it too late? Oh my goodness. I don't even know where my book is with my notes. Oh, I see it. Let me tell you. Is it too late to have babies when you're over 35, as they have told us? And I just want to point out some women who not recently, maybe a year, 2 years ago, they had babies. And of course, the big one you probably know is Janet Jackson had her baby when she was 50. I don't really know if she gave birth naturally, but I know she carried the baby herself, and she carried the baby naturally, as we all saw, I guess. Remy Ma is 39. She just had a baby. And Kenya Moore, I think she is like 48, and she just had a baby too. So, there are women out there. Now, a lot of people might say, oh, these are celebrities, they have help. Just like how I will say all the time that I don't really need, Botox and fillers to really look younger. You know what I mean? I just do that naturally. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that, your body rejuvenates itself like every 7 days, So I believe that, of course, what you eat and what you fuel yourself on is what is going to be, is what you're going to make. So you can't make life from dead food. And I tell people that all the time. And we have been fed dead food for most of our lives from we were babies. So what happens, what you think is menopause? First of all, let me just say that a woman has, how many eggs they say we have? Hold on, let me just find my notes. But basically what happens with menopause is that women have been eating, food that creates a lot of mucus. And, everybody's big on this whole Dr. Sebi hype now. So everybody knows, I shouldn't say hype, I don't mean that. But, everybody knows mucus is not really like a good thing for you. Okay, so what happens is when we eat all these processed foods and all these mucus foods, what you have happening is that your ovaries and your womb becomes blocked. Okay, and what happens with that is that your eggs can't get to release, and so you end up having menopause later in life. After years of just eating dead and processed food, you know what I mean? Because in my studies, in the school that I'm going to, there is a lady who wrote a book. I think, what's the book called? Dr. Mom. And she basically has 13 children. And she had her last baby when she was like 42. And when she went to the doctor told her that she has the body of a 20-year-old. Okay? When I was in my 20s, I had cysts, I had ovary, I had cysts, I had endometriosis, I had tender breasts. I had so many crazy issues going on. I knew I was infertile, like at all. I got pregnant and I lost a baby when I was 21. Okay, so at the time I was a vegetarian, but I wasn't eating properly. I was a junk food vegetarian. I was basically just drinking soy milk, and now I don't drink soy milk, almond milk, none of that off the shelf. And that's all I was drinking. When I was a child, growing up, I drank milk for water. So I know I've always had issues with my kidneys and stuff. So even when I was a vegetarian, I was just drinking these box milks, drinking this, eating processed cereal, just basically junk food, a lot of cooked food. I wasn't juicing a lot of stuff. I wasn't taking any supplements. You know what I'm saying? So I was sick. I went to a naturopath one time, and he usually naturopaths don't tell you if you have cancer or not. But I was like 24 or something like that, and he when I went to sit in the room, this lady, she took my file and she was just like, yeah, you have cancer, all right, but lucky for you, it's in the early stages and you can catch it and you can do something about it and all these things, because like she was saying that hers was in her late stage and she caught it late and it's hard for her to do anything. But with that attitude, because people need to understand also that your health is not just about taking care of your body, it's your attitude, it's your mindset. You know what I'm saying? It's taking care of your spiritual health also. So I had all of those issues going on. Even though I was a vegetarian, I thought I was doing the right thing. You know what I mean? So I basically had to heal myself, and that's why I went to school and started studying. And then when I went to school, I learned how to make my own formulas. I learned a lot more about herbs because I was studying herbs on my own otherwise. So when I went to school now and I started to learn, about um about taking care of myself and healing myself, that's what I started to do. And I know when I got better, like I know, like, my body now is not the body that I had in my 20s. Like I was sick, you know what I mean? I was like really, I was malnourished. I look on my pictures from them times and I could, you could tell that I was malnourished. You could tell that I was sick. Like I could just look at myself and tell. So, it doesn't, I don't think age has anything to do with it, because now that I'm in my 30s, like I think I'm way healthier. You know what I'm saying? When I like my vagina juices, like, oh my god, like they were not like this in my 20s. And when I go to the doctor, they're like, oh, you're so fertile, you can't even smell sperm, like you'll just go. So I don't think it has anything to do with age. Just like how I always tell people, you don't have to lose your hearing when you get older, nor your eyesight. If you take care of yourself, if you take your supplements, I tell people, we've discussed this on the show, your hearing is related to your kidneys. So if your kidneys are failing, if you're not taking care of your kidneys, then you're gonna lose your hearing eventually. So all you gotta do is take care of your organs. You know what I'm saying? And your eyesight is related to your liver, I think. Yeah, I think that's the organ it's related to. I probably have to double check my notes. Don't really take my word on that, but the organs are attached to like the lungs is attached to the nose. So if your liver is not functioning properly, is full of toxins and needs to be detoxified and cleansed, then you're gonna have eye issues. Okay, so you do not have to age like people tell us. You know what I'm saying? So personally, in my views, and when I think about it, if my mother takes care of my nephews most of the time because my sister works a lot. She works to take care of them. And we grew up like that in Jamaica, where the grandmothers were really taking care of the children. And if grandmothers have the strength to take care of the children, why can't we at a later stage take care of the kids now, when we have basically created a foundation for them? I prefer, like, I wouldn't want to have children before now. You know what I'm saying? Like, now is when I want to have children, because it's just like, now I kind of like have created a foundation for myself. Now I would be able to enjoy them. Now I'll probably more be financially stable to take care of them. Now I have so much knowledge from school in how to take care of them health-wise also. We're going to talk about this later on in the live, but I'm gonna talk about spirit babies. Like, now I am more connected spiritually to that side too. So like, nothing happens before the time, and at this stage of my age, it might not happen for me, like for me to have a child. But I always believe in dreaming, and following through on your dreams. You know what I'm saying? So, it's something that I want. I really want to be a mother, and I think like now is really, really like a good time. I don't think that it's, and also it's a myth. Like, so for example, a lot of the studies that they claim that women that grow older, it's harder for you to get pregnant. Those studies aren't really based on a wide variety of studying women. Really, they're not all that factual. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think they went to certain other countries to do that, to test that. You understand what I'm saying? So menopause is really a myth because first of all, they tell you that a woman has, they always tell you that you're born with your set of ovaries, like your set of eggs in your ovaries, like, and that's it. You can't produce anymore. So once you stop producing, that's it. It's all over for you. And then that is why you have menopause. That's not why you have menopause. Menopause is because you have blockages that are blocking the eggs from coming down. And after a while, after eating processed food and building up, after a while, after you reach an age, yes, a certain age, that is what is going to happen, okay? So a woman has 40,000 ova in her ovaries, okay? So if she only releases 6 ova from each ovary every year, then, because they alternate monthly, right? How does she then run out of ova? With this information in mind, by the time a woman approaches 80, she would have only released 480 of those ovas, leaving her with 39,520 ova. You can't run out of eggs. That logically doesn't make any sense. Okay? So you have to learn to read with discernment. Because listen, they don't call it a medical practice for nothing. These medical people are practicing on us. You understand what I'm saying? It's an experiment. That is why I like to go to the herbs, which has been proven thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years to work. You know what I'm saying? The natural lifestyle works. Okay? This is, this Western modern medicine it's very young. So when they're going to even tell you that you have a certain set of vitamins, they discover new vitamins every day. The textbooks that we study in school, that they have the kids studying school now, is obsolete. It makes no sense because they discover new things every day. Are they going to tell us that? You know what I'm saying? So many things that science said couldn't be ended up happening. You know what I'm saying? And in school, you learn that they teach that the truth is always changing in science. No, the truth is the truth, and the truth remains the same. Okay? So there's absolutely no way you can run out of eggs. And I personally have helped 7 women over 40, who were high-risk pregnancies to get pregnant. And they had their babies, and their babies are beautiful. Their babies are thriving. Their skin is so pretty. The doctors were really surprised because those babies were born with no infection, no heart issue, no jaundice. You know what I'm saying? And the mothers healed very quickly. Most of the mothers who opted for natural birth didn't tear. The ones that went into C-section, actually, the doctors were so surprised that everything went so well and everything down there just looked so nice. And that's when you're on a program. When you're on a program where, we've talked about that. If you haven't subscribed to my Minka Love channel, by the way, thank you guys for 59 subscribers. Like, I don't even know when I went to, the last time I saw it was like 13, and then I'm just like 59. Okay, we're growing. But subscribe to my channel because we've spoken about this, So yeah, here we go. You can't run out of eggs. And so in order to relieve yourself of menopause, so now separate and apart from the fact that I know a lot of women want to get pregnant, so we're going into menopause. So basically, menopause and late pregnancies kind of tie into into each other. So in order to help you to deal with menopause, you need seaweed. Okay, Irish moss, seaweed, dulse, kelp is very important. If you are on my nutritional plan, you know how kelp is a daily supplement that you have to take, and that is because iodine is very important for the function of the thyroid glands. Now the thyroid glands are responsible for the hormones in your system, and when your hormones are out of balance, oh my goodness, like so many issues can result from that. So you wanna take, yeah, so like so you want to take Irish moss, you want to take, because Irish moss is really like has 92 out of the 102 minerals, or so they say. Maybe it has all of them, who knows, but so far what has been discovered is that it has 92 out of the 102 minerals which the body needs. Okay, so if you're intending on building life, then you know you wanna, or maybe just help with your menopause symptoms, you would want to try to get on. And if you also have thyroid issues, you want to see if you can get on some seaweed supplements, some kelp supplements, some Irish moss. Irish moss is big in Jamaica, like, and it's not expensive. So you guys drink up as much Irish moss as you can. I do use it also in my cosmetic products, but it is very good. And you also want to be up on your iron intake. Now, a lot of people take iron off the shelf, and I tell you guys all the time, it's very hard for iron off the shelf to be assimilated into the body. Okay, so if at all, so you really want to get your iron from plant sources, from food supplements. And molasses is good in iron, blackstrap molasses, you want to get it organic. And also beetroot is good in iron. Also, moringa is good in iron as well. So you really wanna up your iron intake. Of course, it's very good to go on a cleanse, you know, consult a naturopath, consult a certified herbalist or somebody like that can put you on a program. As I said, you know, I've helped women who doctors said couldn't get pregnant, over 40, to really like get pregnant, and it, you know, it's not impossible, and I really think that, you know, I don't know. I think it's you know, once you really want something and it's meant to be, it's part of your destiny, you know, of course you're gonna remain detached and be like, okay, well, if it's not gonna happen, I'm not gonna die, I'm not gonna be bitter, I'm not gonna be sad, I'm gonna understand and just know that it's not my path in this lifetime, you know. So you really have to, you know, also detach yourself mentally, because like you don't want to get too caught up in, oh my god, I need to get pregnant and my biological clock is running out of time. Your biological clock is not running out of time, okay? Forever young. Like, goddesses never age, okay? So, yeah, I mean, that's basically what I really wanted to talk about. And hold on, let me see if I can give you also, so dates, figs, my spirit's just saying. And also you want to take cayenne pepper and make sure that you're up on your vitamin C, because that also helps you to absorb iron, okay? And just basically be up on all your supplements in general. So yeah, what else? What else is good for iron? And you could just like also Google and see what is good for iron. And foods that will help with menopause are apples. Of course, as usual, you want to get them organic. Aduke beads. Fennel tea is really good for that. Flax seeds, of course, flaxseed is a superfood. I try to use flaxseed almost every morning in my shakes. I love it. and it's very reasonable at the supermarket, you guys. Like, come on, like, you really need to get on it. It's no excuse talking about living a healthy lifestyle is expensive. Come on now. Because like flax seeds are very reasonable and you need to get some. So you can put it in your shake, you could sprinkle it over your food. You could also get the flaxseed oil as well. And kidney beans are also good. Oats is a charm, okay? Because like what I like to do is I get the raw oat seed from the health food store. That is not even expensive either. It's maybe like $500 or something for a pack. And you blend it. I blend it in my shake. I blend it and make flour so I could use in my, in my food and stuff. But you could just basically soak the seeds in water and drink the oat water. Like that will give you a lot of calcium. That's just like a superfood, and that's just like a tonic that's just gonna nourish you, nourish your bones. You're gonna see how your skin. I use oats in a lot of my cosmetics products as well because it's really good for your skin. You're gonna notice that your skin looks smoother and all of that. Olives are also very good for menopause. Sesame seeds, the famous sesame seeds. I love me some sesame seeds. Even the food I cooked tonight, I used some black sesame seeds. Black sesame seeds are highly nutritional. And even the brown ones. I don't really like to use the white ones, but yeah. Sesame seeds are good. Split peas, sunflower seeds. I love sunflower seeds. And yams. So eat up your yams, okay? So if you are going through menopause and you're suffering, you want to probably try drinking sage tea as well. So sage tea is really good, or you want to use maybe like 15 drops of sage tincture in some water. Also, so this will help a lot if you have hot flashes. Black cohosh also helps. Damiana. Listen, you guys, I'm not a doctor, okay? So you're gonna have to research these things, and I don't really like to tell people to just drink herb like that. I really prefer if you go on a plan, because it's best usually to cleanse first before you start drinking any kind of herbs like that. But these are basically fairly safe teas to drink, like the sage tea. Also, Vitex is a good herb that is very balancing for hormones, and it helps to just like, with hot flashes and menopausal symptoms as well. Okay, and red clover blossom is also a good tea to drink. Red clover blossom is high in B vitamins, and it's very reasonable. You can find it at a health food store, and it also is a very good blood cleanser. So you really don't want to use red clover unless you're going to the bathroom and you know that your liver is working properly and your kidneys are working properly, okay? So, and because like also if you're suffering from menopausal symptoms, it means that your liver is probably toxic.